Namaste everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to Godly Good Guidance. Today's topic is very interesting. I think it's one of the most loved topic by all. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is love reading. More specifically, questions would revolve around what is he thinking of me or what does he think of me. So it is again a collective, timeless, no gender specific kind of a reading. Also, whenever you reach here, it would be valid around that time. And always remember, energies change and times change. As we keep changing our mindset, there is certain percentage of probability of change in the future as well, is my belief. More on that later probably. So without wasting much time, let's begin. First, let me cleanse the space. By the way, I have these 3 beautiful pieces of rose quartz which are representative of love. And this is a rose quartz tree, this is a rose quartz angel, and this is a beautiful rose quartz what do you call it, a rose stone. Yes, I hope you like this arrangement. I'm gonna try to keep it in the visibility. You could now just lower your volume or mute for a bit. Namo Aryantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Sapsahunam, Eso Panchnamakara Sava Pavapanasna Mangalan Savesing Pranam Havai Mangalam. Dear God, higher powers, universe, source, please come through and give clear and accurate reading for whomsoever is watching this video. Please give the correct guidance and messages, as well as protect the space, me, the reader, and the person watching this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's begin. So, first part obviously is a shuffling part, which I know many of you like to see, so I am going to show it on the camera. For those who do not want to see the shuffling, I will provide the timestamps down below in the description box, and you could directly click on the reading. But for now, let's begin the shuffling. Whoops! The angel just fell. Let me make sure she's watching all of you. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's begin. So, this is the tarot card we're using. I will ask the questions. Let's give it a good shuffle. Whoops. Cards just want to give messages today, but we still want to shuffle it and make sure we're ready. Alright, I guess that's pretty good. So first we're gonna do something which is called energy check-in, wherein we're gonna check your energy, which would be like an added confirmation for you if this reading is for you or not. And if you think the energy check-in doesn't match it, maybe you could come back around some other time, check some other video on this channel. I believe the right person would reach this reading in the right time. Let's begin. 2 cards, please. To know your general current situation, I want to know how you feel about the person you're inquiring about, and whatever message that can come through that can give you an added confirmation about yourself, because you definitely know what's happening in your life. How many are these? Okay, I'm gonna take these and this. Yes, these are the 2 cards. I'm just gonna keep it right here for now. Next question I have is, what does your person think about you? First, what does his mind thinks about you? card. Second question, what does his body thinks about you? Whoa. I'm gonna take the first one. And the last one, what does his soul thinks about you? One card, please. Whoa, okay, we'll take this one. All right. Now, so how I like to do is lay out all the cards first and then start the reading so that there is a flow in the reading. Also, if I have to pull some more card during the reading, I shall do that, but this would be the base of the reading. My next two questions. The first question is the actions they think of taking with regards to you. Whoa, too many, can't take this. So I want one specific card for the actions they think of taking. This is something which they would know, you may not know. So let's just dig deep into their minds. Actions they think of taking with regards to you, with regards to your action. Why is it taking so much time? Okay, I'm just gonna take one from, I'll take this one. Whoops, why did this one fall out? Okay, I'm gonna switch. This one then, please. Okay. Next, I wanna know is actions they end up taking. So this, you might know. I mean, most likely you might know, because sometimes not taking action is also an action. So actions they end up taking with regards to your connection. One card, please. Whoa. One card, please. Okay, we have a winner here. Okay. The next question I want to ask is the future of this relationship. And when I say future, I mean the God's will. What's the final, the choices you make, the choices you two make, clubbed with the destiny, clubbed with what's God's will, and you know, everything, the collective outcome of this relationship. So there is a possibility some of you might be inquiring about a platonic relationship. So so wherever it may not apply, just omit those messages, because you know where you stand. This is a collective reading. So let's ask once again the future of this relationship, please. The outcome, the result, the destiny. Okay, we have a winner. Where do we keep this? I'm gonna keep it there on the top because it's kind of the outcome, but let me see what I do. Oops, my angel. Is she still looking at you guys? Yes, she is. Alright. So I guess I have asked the tarot the basic questions. Now what I want to ask is I want to ask about any other message or guidance that we need to know about this connection. Please come through. I'm using the Angel Answers deck once again for this inquiry. Wow, these are huge cards. Okay, we have a winner. Wow, it's a yes or no card. I'm noticing there's a lot of yes or no cards coming in these video readings I'm doing. which is quite interesting because probably a lot of you want to know about yes and no's. So keep your yes and no questions ready, but I will have my interpretations also along with it. Okay, moving on to the next deck. This is a Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards, and we're gonna ask for more guidance, as well as I am actually going to read it from the guidebook because the guidebook is quite descriptive. It gives you a lot of tools, you know, what you possibly could do with regards to your queries. So let's ponder in. I'm gonna pull one card from this beautiful deck for guidance and for manifestations. One card, please. You know, I think I want to take this one. Okay, let's begin. Let me just arrange this and come back. All right, we have everything set up here now, and yes, the angels are much closer to you now, and I hope you like it. Let's begin. So the first two cards we have here is for your energy check-in. So we have Five of Wands and King of Swords. Now this directly is giving me an impression that in this current time, when it comes to the person on your mind, you have a lot of thoughts going on with regards to this person, because there's too much that has happened, and you don't know where you stand. You really are wondering, is this even worth the fights that are happening? Is this even worth waiting for? Is this how it is going to continue, or things are gonna get better? And if there is no fight that is happening between you guys, since this is a collective reading, then there is a possibility that these are just a lot of confusions and you know, unnecessary queries happening in your mind regarding this connection that is just draining your energy, and that's really hampering your time, and that's really causing you a lot of unease. So also in your current situation in general, it seems like you are it is a comfortable position, but it is a position where you are quite guarded up, you know, even though you have an interest in a person, or you know, there is like a wall up you which is kind of hiding from the person on your mind what your true intentions are towards them. So this could be your current status also. It seems like whatever life has given you so far, you have come to a position where you can handle yourself well, but that thing has the process has made you a little bit how do I say it, it just made you a little bit cold, you know. But in a manner, in the same way, I'm saying that, okay, a person coming close to you, be it this person or anybody, needs to be sure what they are saying and how they are saying. And I mean, they need to be careful. That's how the impression comes from you, whether this is what your intention is or not. But this is the kind of a story you are giving out to the people. So maybe you need to chill a little bit and probably just give a little smile when there are people around, and that ways they would know that, okay, we could probably just, you know, have a conversation or two and joke around, and you know, the person is not gonna come and cut my throat. So yeah, if these energies, what I have spoken about, kind of matches you somewhere or the other, this would be a confirmation for you that the rest of the reading is definitely for you. And still, if you think that want to go ahead, this is completely your choice, because this is a collective reading and you never know which message is for you and which is not. Please take what you feel is for you, what resonates with you, and let the other messages not bother you. Now, the first thing I want to see is, what does the person on your mind thinks about you from his mind, from his brain, like, logically, what does he think of you? What I'm getting from this card is that he thinks there's a potential in this relationship. He thinks that there is a possibility of a certain kind of future, and which can grow. He kind of thinks that he wants to start it slow with you, test the waters, see if that is working out for him or her, and then gradually, slowly go ahead. He thinks you are smart. He thinks you are grounded. He thinks that there is a power in you that can create good future connection, a future relationship between the two of you. But definitely he wants to take it really, really slow. So if you're looking for something really quick to happen, his logical mind is not thinking that. But definitely there is a potential his or her logical mind is thinking of with regards to you. Now let's see what is his body thinks about you. So, whoa, okay. So this card is making me feel that he definitely is attracted towards you, physically speaking, but just like you in the energy we saw, he also seems to be on some sort of a guard that, oh my god, how am I feeling attracted towards this person? She or he is beautiful, handsome, and what is this happening? Is this right for me or not? Because probably his mind is kind of ruling over this whole situation at this point of time, and he wants to really make sure that this is what he or she wants in the future, in the long future. So yes, he is definitely quite attracted towards you, but he is making sure that he doesn't regret anything in the future by taking any hasty decision right now. So let's move on to see what his heart and soul thinks about you and this connection. Interesting. His heart and soul is definitely in. I mean, he thinks, like we saw already, that he definitely sees some potential. He is kind of attracted towards you. The heart is almost kind of nudging him that, okay, don't think too much, take a step ahead. This is a good beginning. Okay, maybe you don't need to immediately jump into like a relationship, but definitely start with a friendship. This is what his heart and soul trying to tell him. In fact, he feels some sort of a pull towards you, wants to break free from the logics and everything that's on the paper and move towards you. That is what his heart and soul is trying to tell him, or is already telling him. But again, he is trying to be as guarded as you, because do not want to take any hasty decision. But it's just a matter of time that it's almost like he's actually balancing between the heart and the mind, wherein the mind is saying that, okay, go slowly, but the heart is like, oh my god, just take a leap forward and then we'll see what happens. At least I can definitely say that he or she is certain that you guys can be good friends, that he or she can discuss his heart matters with you, can trust you, can take things forward. So that's a pretty good news from how I see. Now, the next question we have asked is the actions they think of taking with regards to you. So it seems like they plan and think a lot regarding, okay, this is what I would do, this is how I would do, I would make it really perfect, and so that when I actually go forward towards you, it would be completely seamless and it will look completely effortless, even though I would have put a lot of efforts behind the whole reaching out. The other message that is coming for some of you is that they think that this relation could be a lot of hard work, which they are not sure whether they want to go with or not, because their priorities are probably different at this point of time. They probably are thinking more towards towards their stability, their career, their finances. I mean, though their heart is kind of, yelling and screaming at them that, go forward, you need to explore this relationship, you need to explore this person. But again, their mind is kind of saying, hold on, slow down, this is not your priority, you have other things to do. Yes, you're attracted towards this person, but you need to go slow. So yes, it seems like what they think of right now is that they're going to continue making their life stable, go gradually and slowly with you, and see how it goes. This is how it seems like the actions they are thinking in their mind are that they're going to take it slow and prioritize what is logically the right thing to prioritize at this point of time. But what do they end up doing in reality? Well, it seems like they end up actually distancing from you in certain way, because though they want to come towards you, their mind is kind of telling them to just take a little back seat, and this is what they end up doing too, even though they want to come towards you, because at this point of time it seems like they think that their priorities are different. Their priorities are probably in building something after which they can think of you or any other relationship. So what they end up doing is something similar to what they actually think in their mind, and go a little further. In fact, it's all gelling together, whatever is shown so far. So what they end up doing is taking a distance from you, taking a step behind from you. Instead of what their heart is saying to take a step ahead, they're actually taking a step behind, because it seems like their mind is ruling over their heart and they are thinking from their brain. And there's nothing wrong in that, because sometimes our priorities are different and we need to cater to them. We need to actually look into them, because sometimes having certain things sorted in our life can only lead you to take any other further actions. So this is what seems like what is happening so far from their end, and this is what seems like what they are thinking of you, what their outright actions are. That you can also see. So maybe that's the reason of your confusion too. But the commonality which I see between both of you is both of you are like interested, but both of you are holding back for whatever reasons you have and whatever reasons they have. So let's see what is the future or the outcome of this relationship, and what has God planned for you both. I'm sorry, the card is not a very positive one from how I see right now in the near future, because it seems like both of you are going to stand in your position and be like, okay, you would be thinking that let them come forward first, and they would be thinking that let them come forward first, and this whole situation actually can lead to a lot of frustration, and there is a possibility that things don't move ahead in a pace that you are looking for, and this is kind of a future outcome with respect to what you are hoping and wishing for, that things should speed up. And since they won't speed up because they are in the energy to go slow and steady towards you, and prioritize something like their finances or family or something, because that's what they need to right now, while you have all the castles up in the air, and so that may just lead to a lot of frustration from your end, and that may hamper the relationship, which has potential, because they may not give you what you want in this point of time, but they probably are actually looking for a friendship from your end. But it is a possibility that you are like, no, I'm not looking for just a friendship, I'm looking for something more. And since you may not get that from him, because he would be completely sure about what he wants and how he wants, there is a possibility that you might be frustrated, and there could be a lot of emotional roller coaster for you in the future if you continue expecting more than what they can provide you in that particular time. Let's see what the angels want to tell you further in this, because to me it seems like there is a potential here. Only thing is the timing is kind of, not matching for both of you, because while you want things to start right away, they cannot deliver that to you, and that is kind of clashing and leading to frustration, especially on your side, because from how I see, they definitely want it, but they can't just go full on right away. Okay, so this is more like a yes or no card, and if you have any question regarding this relationship, any sort of question, I am gonna open this and let's see what we have here. Okay, so the card here is reconsider. Okay, now again, matching with the theme, the angels are kind of telling you that reconsider what you are looking for from this relationship at this moment, clearly, because we have found out that they cannot give you what you want as quickly as you want. So if you need to reconsider what you're wishing for right now from this person, either you try to match up with their pace or take a step behind yourself and avoid getting into this mode where there could be a lot of anxiety for you, which you do not want, honestly speaking. So if you can reconsider what you want from this relationship, try to match. I'm not saying match with them, because who knows what sort of priority they have. Their priority could be committed relationship, what they already have, a marriage, or who knows. So you don't want to get into all those kinds of situations. And even if it is like a career, probably they are actually really wanting to focus on that aspect. And if you try to force into your relationship and demand for something to happen in the near future, you could possibly get into unnecessary drama and chaos. So you need to reconsider what you're wishing for, because it is not saying a no as such, that this is not possible, but it is asking you that there could be a lot of hard work required, and there could be a lot of waiting required for this to actually come to any fruition. So either reconsider what you're wishing for in terms of timelines, or reconsider the person altogether, because maybe he actually may not be able to deliver what you want ever. And this is where you need to be a little bit realistic. Okay, now for reconsidering, you can go in deeper reflection, go in meditation, and ask yourself what is the thing which would be ideal for you. You could discuss with someone like a close friend. Your mother could be your close friend, who knows, someone whom you can talk about it. You can discuss this matter with them. Also, let's see the guidance we have in this reading for you, which can give you more clarity. Again, just what I said. It says clear your mind. The card is last quarter moon in Gemini. So just what I said right now, the guidance is kind of matching with what I just said. It is asking you to step back, meditate, whatever way you clear your mind. This has to be your personal way to clear your mind. Meditation is one of the ways. You could probably just go to the gym and clear your mind. Some people like to go out in nature and clear their mind. So whatever is your way, basically it's asking you to step back from this situation, and then when you see it from a bird's eye view, then you will have the right answers that would come from within, which would also be the answers from the higher power, from the God. Now for this, I'm going to check out the guidebook, because they have some really good manifestation tools. Now the guidebook says, fretting is a sweet sounding word for feeling anxious. Remember, anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you are directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good. So focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. While racing thoughts can be problematic, getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns isn't any good either. Find a balance here. Again, first thing when I checked in your energy, this is what was coming through. Getting into a negative rut messes badly with your manifesting ability. Turn that frown upside down. That's so beautiful. So like I said in the beginning, you need to smile more often, because probably that's one of the reasons people are not sure what you want and are kind of backing off. So this book also talks about crystals that could be good for you. Blue calcite. Ooh, I have one here. Right here. Blue calcite. It has a tinge of blue, which probably you can see. So blue calcite, clear quartz, blue lace agate, garnet, amethyst, or hematite. So it's asking you to choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a radiant yellow light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. The manifestation affirmation that it says is, loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. If you like this affirmation, you could say it or keep it around you. So you should also know that worry is not going to solve anything. You really need to clear your mind, go within and come out with answers. You need to love and accept yourself, and that's going to be really, really beneficial for you. Okay, next part of the reading, I'm going to take some messages from these handwritten messages that I have. I'm going to take a few to get some additional messages. And I'm going to take some alphabets and numbers from this. Just a few. Okay, I guess that's enough. Alright, so I have laid all the messages, the numbers, and the alphabets so that it's a little quick for us. The first thing I want to say is, so this angel deck I had written the messages on the cards on a paper too, and the one which I pulled out again is reconsider. So that's a double confirmation for you guys that God is really asking you to reconsider what you're thinking right now about this connection, because it seems like the person is interested in you and his heart is seeing something in you and is getting attracted towards you physically as well, but he or she wants to move towards you slowly, test the waters. They have probably some other priorities right now, and that's why they are coming really, really slow. So if this is not what you like, then that could lead to some sort of a frustration, and if you don't want to get into that frustration, either they try to match with their pace or reconsider this person altogether. If you don't have time like that in your hand. Next we have is Aries and April. Half of the April bonds are Aries, so that's kind of a very significant thing out here. So either you are Aries or they are Aries, they are April born, or you're April born, or you probably met during this time, which is somewhere between March and April. April seems to highlight itself. Now another thing, when I was doing this reading, I was seeing a lot of yellows here, and I was also getting called to talk about solar plexus, but I did not, and since I did not, it had to come itself. So solar plexus or the Manipur chakra is basically the chakra that talks about power, that talks about the inner power, the strength, and there is a lot of strength that is asked from you, because yes, you want this really bad, you really want this to happen. The strength that is being asked to reconsider this whole matter will be required, and it seems like you would be able to do it, and it is just asking you to do it, just reconsider it. It is not saying to completely cancel it out. unless that's what your final inner guidance tells you to. But it is asking you to use that power within you and take that action to reconsider. And a side note message that comes from your person to you is, how many times, and this is an 18 plus message, and they are probably wanting to know how many times would you like to, or how many times do you in your private times, and probably they really want to know that about you for some reason, but that's their subconscious mind, not directly them. So don't go ahead and give this answer to them that, hey, my reader told me that you wanted to know this, so this is what the answer is, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, what is this man or woman talking about? Another message the person is trying to give you through this reading is the situation is not in their hands. They need time, and if you don't have time, they're asking you to let go. This is the message they are giving out to you through these messages. So I know it may not be very ideal for you to hear, but I need to be honest in what I see, and in that honesty I'm also saying that they are definitely interested in you. It's just not the right time for them. The time can come in the future, but you need to figure out what's the right thing for you. God is asking you to ask your angels, ask your God, ask your higher power. Again, when you go into meditation, or let's say if you believe in going to the religious holy temples or churches or mosque, whatever you believe in, then, or simply go out in the nature and ask out into the universe. Seems like tools are very important for you. Maybe when you see a lot of tools around, those would be the times when you are getting some special signs from the angels about your queries, and in that moment stop and check what you were thinking or what's around you, and maybe there would be some message for you, some answers for you to help you out in this situation. Besides that, I have a strong feeling that within 8 to 9 months, if you do what is asked out of you to do in this reading, there is a possibility that you will have the clarity to take the right decision with regards to this connection. Also, the negative side of this message is that if you don't take these necessary required steps within 8 to 9 months, there is a possibility that you could fall under some sort of an anxiety, and I really request you that don't let that to happen to you, because there is a reason why God has brought you here to give you the guidance, so that this is not the final outcome for you, which may just happen if you continue doing what you're doing. So if you take the guidance and move ahead, there is a possibility that you will have a different future and different outcome of the whole situation. Now the alphabets we have are B, A, K, V, Q, R. The word I can see is bark. Now the first thing you would say is barking of a dog, and here there's a dog, which was kind of symbolizing that they consider you to be a person they can share their heart with, and that they can just bark out all that they have in their heart to you. You are almost like religious ritual arc for them, but they can actually talk about their deeper even their confessions of what right and wrong they have done in their lives. And this is again what they are thinking and what their higher self is telling you. They may or may not directly tell you, so this is an additional message for you. Just like you, they are also in some sort of a war in their heart regarding this connection, because they seem to really holding back for whatever reasons they have of their own. We have the alphabet Q, which is kind of asking them to go slowly, be in the queue and not just hurry up and go ahead altogether. V is kind of telling me victory. For those of you, obviously the guidance is to go within and ask yourself and take the help of angels and God and everybody. But there's an added message for some of you that it seems like, and this is just for a very handful of you, not for all of you, if you actually wait around, and not wait around in a way that you don't do anything of your own life, you actually need to let go. But if you even let go, there is a chance of some sort of a victory in this connection for you. The way you're moving right now, which is leading to this frustration, anxiety, and all sorts of chaotic times will definitely not take place. But for that, you need to work, and also you need to take care of yourself. Here I see the word Rab, which means God in Punjabi. It's kind of saying if you listen to God's guidance that is provided to you here, victory is definitely going to fly high for you. So hang in there, everything will work out just fine. Om.